Welcome to the FIME Alpha LCS here on July the 6th, 7th, Saturday night for our matchup between formerly known as News Team Assemble Marble Olympics versus Ocean's E-Girls. My name is Sean Minbung and I am joined here by two wonderful casters, Frank Panic at the Top Hat Caputo and the General Dill. How's it going today, guys?
Wonderful is just a bit of an understatement, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You caught me at a very interesting time as some kids are screaming outside on my trampoline, so I had to go and shut the window as this was starting. But we're good nonetheless.
Why you're masturbating right now?
I'm not, though.
Going into this game, Marble Olympics can't improve their seeding, but they can try to maybe do some different stuff that they weren't necessarily looking at going forward.
Stupid long animation longs. Have to ruin everything.
They're as long as it gets.
Yeah, what are y'all looking forward to, as we do see pick and bans coming out quite quickly right now?
I'm looking forward to seeing Thunderbolts in the mid lane again. It's been a while. I know this was something that they were trying last week, but I think that overall it's going to improve the health of their team.
Yeah, as we do see pick and bans, OEG banning Anivia, Xerath, and Morgana away, all champions that could be considered mid lane bans for the side of Marble Olympics, and they respond in turn with the Kog'Maw, LeBlanc, and Orange, so focusing the two solo carries of Ocean's E-Girls and locking in that first pick misfortune for Spooked in the bot lane, as Vi will be hovered right here for Quicksilvers and locked in as a shared champion between Sir Everett's and Quicksilvers.
You know, I think that's...
Quicksilvers is top. Ooh Rangers is top.
Ooh Rangers, excuse me. And the Kaisa picked away from C-Van over in the mid lane. Mouse Cop, fairly proficient right there. The Jax coming in as well. Most likely for Sir Everett's in the jungle. As this last pick gets locked in as Rakan. So what are your thoughts away as we look at this first round of pick and bans?
I think that Misfortune, not just for our league, is just such a high priority pick at the moment, and so I think those are really good on the side of Ocean's E-Girls, especially because Spoop's champ pool is not necessarily limited. I think that they can play a lot of champions, but I don't think that they can play a lot of champions at a high level. So I think that was a really good pickup for them.
Yep,
especially when a lot of Spook's champions are definitely out of the current meta.
Yeah, and so we do see the Rakan and the Braum, so both bot lanes and jungle picks going in this first rotation for each team. And then more mid lane ban focuses from both sides. The Diana, a C-Van special, leaving almost all of his champions except for the Rise out.
We're gonna see 9 mid lane bans.
We are going to see, and then the Swain, which could be a flex to top or mid. So we do see 9, or technically 8, because the Morgana is a flex ban, but so is the Swain. So anywhere between 7 to 9 mid lane bans in this, as Frank Panic at the Top had said earlier. Thunderbolts going back into the mid lane kind of makes their team a lot healthier, so more focus there now, as Darius is locked in, blind picked for Quicksilvers up in that top lane.
Ooh.
Yes.
But I mean, what do you do? What does Aki play that goes into Darius at all?
Yeah, and that's the issue, is like being a former captain of Aki, there's really like 5 champs that are in the pool. Ornn, Shen, Fiora.
The only thing I can think of is if that is a Jax top and they want to flex that there, although it's not necessarily any better into it. I think we'll probably see the Shen or the Malphite come out here for the side of OEG.
Oh, both of those are a massive mistake. let's be honest. Fiora is the best shot he has at staying even in lane.
Maokai.
There it is.
As it will be, the Fiora locked in for Akayu in the top lane. So a good 1-3-1 coming out here from the side of OEG is formerly known as NTA Marble Olympics will be looking at rounding out their mid lane pick. I'm not exactly sure what's going to be picked here. Most of the normal champion pool is taken away from Gurk 7. What will they lock in? It's the Heimerdinger! Raise your dongers!
There it is!
Raise your dongers, everybody. Going to be having the Heimerdinger come out here right now. Oh boy.
Well, thank you. I will have to leave the casting desk now. I hope you enjoy your time in this fiesta.
So one thing we can't understate, though, is the synergy here on the side of OEG. They have that long animation-long synergy with all champions having circle abilities. Yes, I started watching the VOD, and I saw the whole chat about circle abilities. They have 5 of them.
Okay.
So
Vi has a circle ability. Darius also has one. Heimerdinger has one. Kaisa kind of goes around in a circle when she ults. And Braum is...
It's rough to call Vi having a circle ability.
She knocks them up in a circle.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Point and click, it looks like a circle.
I'm gonna go with the circles on OEG. Did we post and tell people this is live?
No, we didn't. I think the 9 people in here are the 9 people who are probably not supposed to be watching. Yeah. Bicer and Funky Sal and C-Van are all in this freaking chat right now.
Alright, I got it. We're good.
Alright, guys.
The word is out.
The word is out. I'm still wondering where the heck Frank went.
Still here.
Oh, okay. You said you had to leave.
I was just closing the door.
He was trolling over the Heimerdinger pick.
Steven! How are you typing in chat? Oh my god!
Looks like someone's losing a ban. Ying ying.
The game is not yet over. Commander Root, that sounds like a Kevin Root type of name. Savage speeders, how dare you?
C-Van. I'm so fed up with this league right now.
Menbug is tilted. But what's really new in this league? Anyhow, looking at these team comps, yeah.
If we look at these team comps, I think that we're definitely lacking some tank on the side of OEG. You do have some survivability in the Rise. I mean, really hard to kill once the Roa goes online. But I don't know how they're going to be able to handle the point click of the Vi. I think that we know that Thunderbolts is very proficient on the Heimerdinger. Not to mention that Braum is just annoying and can block the MF ult. I think that if OEG is not playing out of their mind, the win is going to go over to Marble Olympics. How do you guys feel?
I mean, I think it's tough to say because you want to say that Marble Olympics, the team formerly known as News Team Assemble, definitely has a little bit easier of a time executing picks and trying to push their way in with the threat of that buy, and then Kaisa and Braum following close behind. But they have the wild card of a Heimerdinger, and so they kind of have to play back around that Heimerdinger turret, surging forward with Heimerdinger, not necessarily the most effective use of his abilities. Whereas on the side of Auction's E-Girls, Rise gets people in. You got Jackson Fiora diving backline and Misfortune Ultimate coming across the team. Yeah, I think Auction's E-Girls definitely have a pretty solid shot in this game.
Well, what I'm hoping to see is once we get out of laning phase, see a little bit of roaming, just split push from the Dawn.
And just a reminder here to everyone listening in, if Auction's E-Girls win 0 games, then they will be sitting down there with Power Bottom Boys looking at contention for a final playoff spot. So Power Bottom Boys definitely rooting for Marble Olympics here, and a handful of other people trying to not get knocked out. We have a massive tie in our league, so this is going to be a tight and important game for tonight.
What happened to Menbung?
It'll all go up in the air if Auction's E-Girls gets 2-0'd and double penetration 2-0's Popo's pecking order tomorrow. Everything's all out of whack.
What will happen, Dylan, if double penetration ends up 2-0ing Popo?
I'll probably laugh my ass off, and then we'll have a ton of teams sitting at 8 and 10.
If double penetration, and then what happens tonight? Like, what are y'all expecting to happen tonight?
We're saying if, you said if OEG gets 2-0 or if OEG does 2-0?
OEG gets 2-0, they'll be sitting at 8 and 10, tied with Power Bottoms. And then if Popo's pecking order gets 2-0'd by double penetration, Popo's pecking order double penetration will also be in that 4-way tie at 8 and 10.
Yeah, but here's the way that works. That in those scenarios, there's only, I think, 6 scenarios that make it to where NTA and DP both 2-0. And in all of those scenarios, DP actually doesn't make playoffs, and neither does Popo.
All I'm saying is it's still pretty spicy.
So, if you're a Power Bottom boy, you're really rooting for NTA. If you're not, and you're someone like Box, you're rooting for a tie or OEG.
I just want to see 6 teams tie at 8 and 10.
Who's doing analysis here and who's doing play-by-play?
I don't care.
Did you sign up for play-by-play, Frank?
No.
Oh.
I just joined.
Well, I'll take it.
Great. Because I don't want it.
Good.
Cool. I'll grab some water, then I'll need it.
Looking at the skin game, it's definitely a win for OEG, but some bonus points goes to Thunderbolts for the Alien Invader Heimerdinger. We're currently having America versus Space in the mid lane.
So, Space Force versus America.
Space Force versus America.
Feels bad, man. I think I'm gonna just mute myself.
Why? Why are you tilted? Hashtag not my mod.
Spawning at home.
Well, while General Dill's not here, I will do my best.
Looks like we're having 7,000 pings come along the map. Not sure if we're gonna see.
RIP DPM. Win or lose doesn't matter. All that matters is what is said in chat. That Min Bung is my daddy. Church of Bung for life. Hey casters, I'm gay. Alright, well Akka, you just came out the closet. Rise apparently is in the Church of Bung. Pray for the bungaless. And I'm tilted.
Oh my gosh, the mastery spam is so annoying.
Apparently.
From the side of NTA, but it's gonna look like we have a just a traditional start. Nothing cheesy happening on either side. Interesting enough, when playing in the mid lane with the Heimerdinger and the Rise, eventually the clear with the E is going to. I think he started W though. I think Seavan started his snare in the mid lane.
Why did Seavan? Were they looking to invade? Is that why he started with snare?
No.
Oh, alright then. An interesting choice there from Seavan. Maybe a misclick.
One can only hope.
Oh.
There's your boy taking a lot of damage here, trying to get aggressive on Midnight Wisps, but Braum Freeze coming out there, getting that stun and huge damage from the concussive blows traded back. He's now Spoop stepping forward a little bit. Just gonna take some damage and back out.
I will notice the Fiora is doing a lot of harassing of the Darius, but missing a lot of farm at the same time. If Darius can capitalize on that wave, should come ahead there.
Where did Medbug go?
Manbug's a little tilted by Seavan.
Oh.
Ooh, a lot of damage going down in mid lane.
Yeah, huge damage coming out of Thunderbolts with the stun and the rockets, and also the turrets following up. Seaman, though, able to get
Ooh,
away,
a lot of
though,
damage going
because of that, Phaser Rush pro.
It looks like Thunderbolt's getting a little bit of mana back there. Do you know how that happened, Dylan?
Not a clue.
I was like, is there something in that kit that I'm missing?
Mana Flow Ban only gives 25 mana.
No.
Yeah, he leveled up. Maybe that's it. We have to double check. I don't think Presence of Mind affects level ups. And so he's just gonna back his Service was looking towards the mid lane there with Thunderbolts being a little low. He'll teleport back in the lane. Seaman also running teleports, so matching teleports, gonna not give any single one advantage there.
We do see Seavan coming out to a bit of a farm lane. Ooh.
Gonna take some huge damage on the way out. All that mana may have come from Thunderbolts running the biscuit delivery. He probably ate a biscuit.
Now I'm following.
Alright, so a pretty stale game early on. No first blood by 5 minutes. I'm disappointed in Marble Team Assemble. But now, we're going to see Marble Olympics coming down here with the 4-man bot spooked up there without any mana. Here comes Rangers. Is he going to go for the flash Q? Yes, he does. Vault Breaker lands, and then Boy trying to get everyone out. Spook taking low, stun up by Thunderbolts. Incredibly low. The concussive blows down to 3 stacks. There it goes. There's the final stack. Picked up by Savage Speeders. From the Winter's Bite on the way out. First blood over to the team formerly known as New Team
News team assemble.
And at Boro with Sabanos.
Meanwhile, I don't know if you saw, there was a flash away top lane from the Darius.
Oh, but Darius now pulling Akiyut under the tower. He's gonna get 3 blood stacks and take a tower shot. Quicksilver's closing in on that level 6. He could have an advantage with that. Pause down now. Akiyut's just gonna go out and back. I can't see experience bars on the spectator client. There it is. Noxian Guillotine has been unlocked.
So what do you think? What do you think went right in that bottom lane? 4-man gank.
I'd have to go back, but I think Spooked was trying to hold up really quickly. We see Thunderbolts and Seaman trading. Steven taking pretty low from the Rockets in the tower. Thunderbolts just running low on mana. But I think Spooked was just trying to hold on to his flash too long instead of dodging out on abilities, and they just caught him with too many slows and hits. Like, if he dodges out on the... If he just knows the Vi is going to flash Ball Breaker, he just flashes away from it and gets out of that fight as your boy jumps to him. Being a little too greedy with the flash does get you killed very often, especially when there are 4 members jumping on you. Interestingly, we see Darius rushing that Bramble Vest, trying to get dueling power against Fiora by denying her healing. He's now fight breakdown. Ranger is using the Assault and Battery Understir Ever to flashes away. Seaman is there to assist with 0 mana. Spooked is also coming in to make it rain, gonna get a slow, but the Vault Breaker taking Rangers away. The Thunderbolt's here, now getting laughs on Oculus here. Here comes everything. Bullet time. Gonna take Thunderbolts incredibly low, but he will flash out just in time.
He's a hard champion to gank.
Who do you think needs 5 members in the mid lane? Oh, we're just kidding.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Like, hi stream, I'm Minbung. Do you really need 5 people?
See, the dragon started up here.
I think it was just a natural rotation to that 2v2 fight from bot lane all the way up. And it did net them the dragon. That was the ultimate play. Not necessarily the end goal to kill the Heimerdinger, but they certainly went.
Yeah. No, Maye, we are not having the Church of Minbung.
I think I hear a meme starting.
Oh, well, it already started.
Somewhere out in the distance.
Yesterday.
During our match, Frank. That's when this all happened.
Oh.
Yep.
Looks like I gotta go watch those VODs.
Please don't.
Boy, do you ever. They were pretty much 90% memes, 10% maybe watching the match.
Yeah. I mean, it was 100% John watching the match. but not saying
C-Man
anything.
taking huge damage from Thunderbolts there.
If we're looking also, there's a 20 CS differential in the top lane, and C-Man is only 4 CS above Heimerdinger at 10 minutes, normally being the highest ahead at 10 in CS differential in the league.
Yes, please give me that title. Ooh, I hope Thunderbolts wins me the title of highest CS differential at 10.
Quick question though, what are y'all's thoughts on the Airy purchase for, or not Airy purchase, but Airy take for Heimerdinger in the mid lane as opposed to something like Comet?
I think it's annoying early, but I probably would have taken Comet knowing that it's going to be pretty hard to poke out a Rise, especially with the Catalyst. Just difficult to poke the champion out. So I probably would have gone Comet just because I don't think it would get me a kill early. If it was a little bit squishier of a mid laner, someone with less sustain, I would have kept the Airy.
And Comet definitely would be the optimal choice, especially coming out with how easy it is to hit. You throw that grenade down as Ranger actually charging up to go for C-Man. He tries with a flash vault breaker, but it misses. Assault battery in, but Sir Everett's is there to counter, and C-Man picks up a kill, courtesy of Sir Everett's mid lane time.
More like courtesy of Rangers inting, like the wave was in no place to go there. Your mid laner had no priority, was focusing on farming over that, but then yet you burn the flash, don't get the flash out of the mid laner, and then you give over a kill to that mid laner.
Well, I think something to note as well is exactly what you were talking about, Dylan, with the flash. Knowing the flash of the assault and battery, C-Man knowing the buy flash Q, that's exactly what C-Man did.
But Steven didn't
As
flash.
the Q was coming in, flashed away.
No, he didn't
Well,
flash.
C-Man didn't flash, he just ran. Because he knew his jungler was in that bush waiting, so he ran straight at Sir Everett's. Rangers just misses.
Yeah, Rangers is the one that did the flash and then missed. Like, wide left.
I thought C-Man flashed on that. Can you check that out for me?
Oh, you can look on the summoner spell and
Yeah,
see
the
flashes
summoner spells say that his flash is still
Oh.
Spook's flashing it aggressively for Midnight Wisps, who flashes away. Double up, not gonna finish that kill. But now Rangers is here bot. No flash or assault battery available. Probably just gonna have to let this go. Savage Spears takes a little. Alright then.
Bramalt.
Nope, this is the
Brown
first.
wave.
This is the
Brown wave clear.
This is the first.
Glacial Fissure used. And now you can ping that ultimate all you want. You can ping ults now, it's great. Ooh, C-Man and Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts being raided on top of C-Man, gonna do huge damage, dropping the evolved turret. Gonna do massive damage to C-Man, but Sir Everest is here again in the mid lane. Who's surprised? Your boy even shows up to help out.
Jensen.
Space.
Jensen recruiting the rest of the C9 brethren to come join him in the mid lane.
Space Invaders is not beating America today.
When did Akayut take Rift Herald?
I have no idea.
When
It must have
did
been during a fight.
it spawned?
Great catch.
It spawned 4 minutes ago, and
The timer's half gone already. The 2v net.
what
Wait,
tower?
It's not even showing up in my feed.
Like, I noticed he had purple around his hands, and then I looked into his inventory. So he took it like almost at 11 minutes because of the
Took it like an hour ago. It's got a pretty
Scariest
short usage.
will see not Sir Everett's, but they do see
But the Rangers on top of Aki. Now Aki dropping the grand challenge onto Rangers, gonna try to pop those. He gets finally gets the fourth one as C-Man flashes in to try to pick up the kill. Aki takes it away. Thunderbolt's putting huge damage down with the evolved turret as on the back end Sir Everett's cleaned up Quicksilver's one-on-one. And that's all she wrote. OEG coming out ahead on that trade.
yeah, man, this is kind of a oofer if you're the side of NTA right now. You definitely are on the back foot. You had vision of everything going on except for where Jax was, and then you opted into that trade. Also, your bot lane, which has been the strength of Marble Olympics, is going to be losing their tower first tower going down.
Getting bullied out by the early power and zoning potential of this misfortune. Not stepping up to fight the short-range Rakan with the power of the Braum. Just gonna lose tower despite having that early kill. First blood from that gank.
Well, they're doing this dragon on vision. I'm sure they'll stop. Wait. Oh my god, he did that.
A little late.
That was so close.
If he didn't do his Q, he would have stopped him. Because the Q slowed him down.
I don't think it slows Darius at all.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I feel like the cast animation time takes.
Yeah, it definitely slowed down his ability to cast Apprehend, but it does not slow Darius at all. As now the rest of the OEG gonna get forced off this dragon. NTA looking to take the Earth Drake here. 7 speeders out to zone. Here comes the bullet time for the Drake. It does go over to the bullet time. Stolen away is the Rift Herald currently on top lane. Gonna get us smack into the second tower as Aki is now diving. Quicksilver's is incredibly low. Taking down one more hit. Aki picks up the flashes away for safety.
I don't think the flash is necessary.
Second tower for OEG with that Rift Herald up there.
Yeah, the flash definitely wasn't necessary. Sorry, we missed a bullet time steal on the mainstream because direct-to-camera is wonderful. This is getting to the point now where it's going to be really, really hard for the side of, you know, Marble Olympics.
I agree. I mean, Midnight Wisps is really what they gotta win on here. But the Fiora is getting quite scary. The early pressure from the Heimerdinger is not what we want to see from that champion. Looking rough. 5,000 gold league, down 2 dragons, low kill game.
Low kill game. Also just some questionable decisions by the top side of this map, I would say. Marble Olympics. If you're in chat, give us your hashtag Marble Olympics win or hashtag Ocean E-Girls win, by the way. We never did that.
Or America versus Space Invaders. Oh, we see these Rise all coming in.
Realm War coming through. Savage Speeder's just gonna be able to hop over to Thunderbolts and get out of that one. Stand behind me, more like come save my ass. Get me the hell out of here.
I think it's interesting. I've not seen the Rise ult specifically used.
Gosh, Deagle's gonna take a whole lot of damage from this tower, but the Evolved Turret is smited away. Is now
bullet time, but
charmed up
boy.
and knocked up into the bullet time. Kill over to Spook down the Heimerdinger. As Aki teleporting bot lane to save the tower from Midnight Wisp. No, that was C-Band teleporting.
Not letting them get an inch here coming from OEG. Just being played really well. I think Spooked had a really preemptive bullet time, but what really made that was Chaboy going in, getting the knock up onto the Thunderbolts to see the Heimerdinger main fall.
Also, we saw that bullshit again that I've complained about. Riot fixed this dumb shit. When you buy Bramble Vest, the minions sometimes randomly aggro you. They turn from the tower and just hit Darius out of nowhere. I hate that shit.
Dylan, why don't you just go work for Riot's like testing department? Because like you would get no sleep, but you'd actually improve the game.
Oops, Reparates. Caught here. Not. Oh, 7 Speeder saying not today.
I do like that Braum.
And Blasco gonna get him out of there.
Alright, so let's guess what the comms are like on these two teams. Cause I'm thinking Marble Olympics is thinking that they can scale with Kaisa and with the Heimerdinger, but the rest of the team is probably feeling like it's, you know, going to be a really tough climb.
I can guarantee to you that during the tower dive of Akiyu to Quicksilver's was saying, "That is
Oh
so
my.
dumb."
Thunderbolt's taking half of his health from one double up.
I don't know if Uber Rangers can contest this red
Oh,
buff.
he's just
And
doing
goodbye.
nothing. Jumps on him, gets the stun. Seaman there to follow up. In comes the cavalry. And Sir Everett's going to pick himself up his second kill of the game.
I think a lot of what we're seeing here is
Savage Spears taking incredibly over Seaman, who flashed forward aggressively, going to pick it up with the Essence Flux, but does go down to the damage from Midnight Wisps and Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts picking up a kill for that Heimerdinger. He's scaling now.
you really wanted that on a Midnight Wisps. The kill's good nonetheless. I think a lot of what we're seeing from the side of
Baron started up here from Ocean Sea Girls.
Marvel Olympics, yeah.
Marble Olympics, we just don't see. They don't know when to cut their losses. Like, dying for the red buff is just clearly just not worth it.
Well, let's be fair. This is the first time they do have their playoff, not necessarily position, but they do have their playoff spot secure. They're trying some new things with Thunderbolts back in the mid lane. This is Savage Speeder's first game back on support, I believe. And now with Blue Rangers and Quicksilvers switching in the top and jungle right here, there are some things that don't just happen overnight. One of those being, you know, is it just synergy?
Rangers, I didn't realize that Rangers Quicksilver switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that lane swap. I think you keep Uber Rangers in the top, let Quicksilvers continue his jungle rampage.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that one. I think that it would be most beneficial, like, for,
Marvel.
like, specifically with this game, for Rangers, I think would have been able to keep it close with Akayu, as opposed to them both losing.
Blue Rangers has the champion pool to deal with Aki, so I was really confused at this switch.
Who knows? You might see that happen come game 2, unless there's just like, you know, they're like, no, you can't sub different subs in between game 1 and game 2 that we've approved or something like that. I don't know.
Savage Speeder's better mid laner confirmed, says Maye.
Maya is the truth, so.
Ooh, Sir Everett's gonna get apprehended in, but just jumps away.
Ooh,
Here comes the Braum. Also
good ult from the Braum,
Great
but
stop on the bullet time. But they're still zoned away from this tower, and it does go down. Ashen Deagles, though, taking a lot of damage from the turret, but meanwhile, Akiu just sitting on this bot lane tower, gonna put some huge damage into the inhibitor tower. It goes down to under half health. As Marvel Olympics desperately trying to hold onto this tower as 5-man against the Baron buff push of Ashen Girls.
Quicksilver's has got to step up to at least hit the casters.
Quicksilvers?
Yeah.
And there goes the tower, the courtesy of Akut and the Baron, and they may get the second one. Oh, as we see,
Pull the jacks over the wall.
But he just leap strikes away, and Quicksilver's taken really low from the return damage. Now, Savage Speeders is here trying to fend off Aki with Uber Rangers, but the two of them probably don't stand a chance in this 2v2.
Holy.
Uber Rangers is just annihilated from the damage due to C-Band and the weak spots from Aki. As now, here we go, jumping in with the charm,
Chaboy.
getting only Savage Speeders, Chaboy, but he will get pulled back in and taken down, stunned up. Signs of hope for Marvel Olympics as C-Band is chasing for kills.
I think they're just going to end the game here.
4 members alive for Ocean Sea-Girls against the 3 of Marvel Olympics. Not a whole lot of damage out of those 3 either, as Quicksilver's is just getting 1v1 by C-Band, as now the Grand Challenge comes out on the Midnight Wisp. Aki going in, but you can't beat pure damage with the riposte. He does go down, but now they're on the Nexus, under half health, as the flash in from Uber Rangers, and the Nexus goes down. Game over.
Oh, 13 kills. 13 kill game PMA LCS. That is low.
Yikes.
Yeah, if you want to catch that kill The record now, Midnight Wisp, you gotta have 5 pentas. So. Alright, let's make a poll. I'll make a poll. Y'all talk about it.
I mean, I think what it really came down to was the over-aggression, not knowing when to cut losses from U Rangers, just seeing a lot of very aggressive plays, fighting for things like red buffs from behind, just trading deaths for buffs. It's really, really rough. I think that mixed with the gold lead that Sir Everett was having just from being up in farm, that was just making it worse. Akiyu kept a steady lead at all times on Quicksilvers in the top lane. Meanwhile, as I said, C-Band would get to a point where the turrets of Thunderbolts would no longer be useful, just because the spread of the E on killing a minion will be able to, just chain pop all minions and turrets. And so we just didn't see C-Man go down early. Not to mention Chaboy doing an amazing job on the Rakan. Really, really good stuff. How do you feel, Dylan?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues is probably just letting the Misfortune go through as a first pick. I mean, it's the only champion in Spoop's champion pool that's relevant in this current meta, and pulled out a strong performance, had early pressure in the lane due to double ups on the minions, great zone control, good farm lead, and then just the bullet times across the team tearing through Marble Olympics. And I mean, it was just too much. Hey, Struffle.
Yeah, there's a straw poll in there.
I don't even know who to vote for. I don't even know who to say was the MVP.
I think for me, I'm either gonna give it to Akayut or Sir Everett's. Sir Everett's was there for that turnaround gank, also took down the top laner as well. Somehow Akayut became a freaking, magician and stole Herald before anything happened. And then was able to, 1v2 and take a bunch of that stuff. So they're my 2 candidates. I'm probably going to have to give it to Sir Everett's, though. It was a really good play by them.
Yeah, I want a refund on that Herald take, because it didn't even pop up in our feed or show on screen that I noticed. I even checked the chat feed and there was no has taken the Herald or picked up the Herald.
Yeah, it's got to be around the 10 or 11 minute mark, because when it was around 14 minutes, he had half of it left.
Actually, I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna give it to Chaboy. I just saw a couple really spectacular plays, getting knockups to get kills for the Misfortune that wouldn't have happened otherwise. Specifically, the one bullet time in the mid lane, where Heimerdinger would not have gone down. Thunderbolts would not have gone down without the knockup from Chaboy. Just think a really great job.
Understood. Well, we're going to cut the VOD here or stream here for VOD purposes. And we will be right back with Game 2 between Ocean Sea Girls and Marble Olympics. Stay right there.